Okay, so this video may not be as long, but I did want to touch on the word over indexing. Now, that can be, in my terms, the same thing as a false facade or having a facade or just trying to have that grandiose type of attitude and demeanor. Now, I've talked about this before. And then I also shared, I believe it was on last night. One of the reels had a false mask where it was a lady that was holding a smiley face mask, and she had a mask that was a smiley face, and then when she took it off, it was like a sad face or like a very like miserable face after the mask was removed. And I think a while back ago, back when I used to post a lot of stuff on Instagram, like a lot of different quotes and messages, I had that same thing. Like I used to would say, this is the face that you use when you really dislike people. And I really kind of like met that. Like I like to be around people. We have to work. We have to be able to deal with people. We have to be able to coexist, to be able to make a living. So we have to be able to get along with people. But once you learn how sometimes people are, it kind of makes you kind of like want to kind of like be to yourself and do things yourself and just rely on yourself. But we know that living in today's society, you cannot shut off from the world and expect to do things by yourself. Now, I am miles and miles and miles and miles away from my family. One might be like, well, what would you do if things get really chaotic in the world? Like, you kind of don't have people that you can really rely on. And it sounds like a scary place to be, a scary thing to happen to someone, or like a very, I don't know. But in my mind, I just think that I just take things one day at a time and I'll be okay. If things get hard and if it's meant to get that way, I'm pretty sure that everything happens for a reason and I'll just work my way through it. That's just how I've always been. I don't go around expecting the worst to happen. And I'm trying to watch the words that I'm saying so that way I don't put it out in the atmosphere for it to happen. So the way that I look at things today is I try to just think positively and I try not to let my grandiosity get the best of me. Um, it is okay to be falsely confident. In these days and times, you need to have some type of confidence because if not, what we talked about in the topics over the past day or so, it is important. Like people will pick up on it. People will know if you're faking the funk, if you're really genuine and a well-rounded person. Like they will know and they will play up on that. If you're not careful and catch it and try to nip it in the bud in a positive way. You don't have to be, aggressive like we talked about before. There's ways that you can go around doing things in a positive tone versus just making matters worse. Now, over indexing, I'm not going to go over what the term is because I shared it on the reel of what it means. And we all heard the term fake it till you make it. The author used that as a prime example in her book about basically what it means as well. And that's basically what it is. Like I said, there's ways where you can still come off as a genuinely well-rounded person without doing too much. Like, it's okay to kind of be a little fake and phony to make it through, or to just keep things fresh and at an even tone. But just overdoing it, for one, that's going to probably make the person that you're talking to a little bit kind of like pissy, because they're going to see and hear that you're already doing too much. It's not your real persona. They're going to know, and they're going to be like, okay, why is this person acting this way? And they probably are not going to want to do any dealings with you. Like me, like if I see a person just being over the top, knowing that that's not really how they are, or they'll try to mimic someone else and that's not really them. That is, for one, that's weird, because why would you want to mimic someone else and copy the mannerisms of someone else? It's just, I don't know. I like genuine. I like authenticity. I like people to be themselves. And like I said, without it being over the top and extra. So that's just my take on it. And I did also share some really good videos on Threads on, being confident and just being authentic with it. It's okay to be a little shy. It's okay to be a little bashful. Again, what we talked about earlier, practice does make perfect, or damn near perfect. And since I cursed in this, I am going to mark this as I suggest kids not watch this. So I'll make sure to select that option instead of saying, yes, kids can watch this video, because I did curse. But yeah, so just watch the Threads. Those were 2 really good videos that I posted on Threads to watch. I also included what the word over-indexing on confidence means. So that way you guys can get a full description of it, because I might not explain it the correct way. So I did a Google search. And yeah, I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to move on to the next topic that we're going to talk about, which seems to be on how to reimagine a new way of presenting ourselves. So we said that we don't want to do over-indexing, but we want to recreate on how we can still present ourselves in a more authentic, true way. So I'm going to read up on this and see what I find. And she also mentions a expert on diversity and inclusion. So I'm going to upload her information, because this is a woman that she talks about, problems that women have on diversity and inclusion. So yeah, I'm going to upload that information and then move forward to see how she says how we can reimagine a new way of presenting ourselves.